What's up, my PT peeps? One-Eye Bride back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 9. And what's up with Father Gabriel? Spoiler warning, if you don't want to know this information or you're not up to date or you didn't see the episode yet, definitely stop watching now if you don't want to know. But The Walking Dead is back. 709 just aired in the States, and I'm excited. Here we go, guys. Now, Father Gabriel, it starts the episode with him just like the very end of 708. You know, they ended at the hilltop, but then they ended with Boots coming down, spying on Alexandria and Father Gabriel. Then it picks up 709 with Father Gabriel. So it definitely just picked up right where we left off. It was great. You see Father Gabriel, he's looking out, he reads down, he picks up his Bible, he starts reading it a little bit. And then you're like, okay, he's just bored. I thought something was going to happen where Boots was going to distract him, hit him in the head with a rock, or cause a distraction to make him come out where they can get in, or the person was going to climb in and whatever. But you never see anybody messing with Father Gabriel, talking with Father Gabriel, or interacting with Father Gabriel at all. Now, the word was that Father Gabriel was taken as a prisoner. He got some supplies, and he's taken by the Garbage Pail Kids. But we didn't really get a sense of that. You know, we didn't see Boots come in, you know, put a knife to his neck or a gun to him and threaten him and take this and whatever, or basically knock him out, take some stuff and leave, or whatever. You just see him, you know, looking around, doing this. There's no interaction. It's really freaking weird. It sets up a big picture of that Father Gabriel is being untrustworthy and leaving. You know, he walks down, he gets down from his post, he walks back to the pantry, he looks around a little bit, like thinking, like, oh, is someone in there or whatever. He walks through the pantry door, then you hear a loud bang. And I'm like, oh, the person's inside stealing the food, right? Because if he opens the door, he goes in, and you hear all this stuff fall down. There's no struggle or anything, but you're like, oh, I guess the Garbage Pail Kids person got in and then just started taking stuff, and Father Gabriel caught that person. Nope. Father Gabriel's the one who's picking up the cans and putting them in, you know, containers, and he cleans out the pantry, you know, where the food is. And you're like, all right, that's kind of weird. Again, you don't see anybody messing with him or telling him what to do or helping him take anything or whatever. It just paints the picture that Father Gabriel is going back to his season 5 days where he's untrustworthy, he's loading stuff up, and you're like, oh, you know, it's kind of weird, but I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think Father Gabriel would go back to that. I think he's become an asset to the group. I think he was definitely coerced to taking stuff, and initially thought, oh, he's taking weapons and he's hiding them. But, you know, he loads up the car and he takes it out on there too. And it's great that it's the very beginning of the episode. So I've watched it numerous times now, and it's just weird how they paint the picture that he's not talking to anybody or interacting with anybody. He takes the machetes and the hatchets and the knives and everything, and it's just really weird that he's not being told what to do or being coerced to do it. They just paint the picture that he's doing it on his own. So that's got a lot of people like, what's going on? Is he hiding stuff? Is he leaving? Is he hijacking stuff? You see the records, the Saviors came in, took their stuff. You know, the bat with the barbed wire means that the Saviors were there and took everything. I'm guessing a rat put this in there, wrote in the book when she was going through the stuff with Olivia. Well, she did the guns, but someone had to put this in there when they took the stuff from the pantry and there forward. So that's clearly what the Saviors did. Father Gabriel then says, just checking, as he looks at another page in the food book there, and I'm just like, what's going? Who's he saying it to? He's checking what? What is he checking? I don't know, because he clears out the damn pantry. So it's just kind of weird, right? It does paint the picture that he's taking everything for himself and he leaves, but he drops the Bible. Why wouldn't he take that with him? Rick finds it, and that's a great point, right? Why would he not take this with him? He's reading it at the front. He clearly is a meaningful book to him. Why would he leave it behind if he's leaving? Then he fills up the car, and you're like, okay, he's filling the car up, so he's going on a pretty long drive. If he was just leaving, you know, and he's being coerced to leave, just drive, and if the gas runs out, gas runs out. But he plans to leave and go somewhere, right? So it just paints this picture that he's kind of on his own. They see the thing in the front seat is empty, the back seat is pretty loaded up with stuff, and in the trunk he put some stuff in there too, but no one's in the car. We'll talk about that in a second, but remember, no one is in the car at this point. He puts stuff in the trunk. He's loading stuff in. He's really clearing out this stuff. And you're like, is he going to hide it? Is he going whatever? I've heard a lot of people say various different things. But I think he's coerced to leave. And we'll talk about that in a second, because there's one big thing that a lot of people may have missed. Like I said, he loads up the trunk. There's some room there or space. I don't know. Is that what that's showing there? It kind of stays on there for a second or two. Then he walks to the front gate, opens the gate, drives through evidently, then goes to close it behind him, and the car is just sitting there. So you don't see the far right door, and maybe it was open, maybe it wasn't, but it looks like no one is in there, right? So Father Gabriel closes the gate behind him, tries to get away, gets in the car, and then starts to drive. Again, no one is still in there. You see it, right? You see Father Gabriel, you see the car, you see him just driving out there too, leaving Alexandria. You're like, see ya, deuces, I'm out of here. Alexandria, suck it, right? But, you know, it happens very quickly before the opening credits start. You see to the right, there's a body that kind of rises up from the left to the right. I initially thought it was in the back seat, but remember, it couldn't be. So remember, right there in the front seat, someone's head kind of comes up, and I'm guessing that's Boots, right? Garbage Pail Kids. And that's really the only thing that makes sense, is that it's Boots, because we saw the person walking towards Alexandria at the end of 708. The pantry is cleared out. I mean, damn. So he was doing that for a while and cleared out a lot of different things with containers. And it's kind of weird, right? It does paint the picture that Father Gabriel was out for himself. Rick finds the book with the last page written. It says boat. So they go back to where the boathouse was to tow that. How does he know that? How did he know to write boat? How does he know these people are connected to the boat, Father Gabriel? I don't know. But they go back and they become surrounded by a crap ton of Garbage Pail Kids on there too. We don't see Father Gabriel. We don't see anything. Hopefully we'll see him in 710. But Rick at the end is surrounded, and he's not really, scared at all. I thought that was very interesting. An interesting take. While these people with weapons and guns and whatever aren't really scaring Rick, he ends with a smile on his face like that. So what do you make of it, guys? What do you make of the Father Gabriel thing? What is Rick smiling about? Probably do another video about that in a second. But I thought that was pretty crazy to think about it. So that's the Father Gabriel information, that he got kidnapped and taken prisoner by the Garbage Pail Kids, and we'll see him in a later episode with it. Maybe 710, maybe down the road. So there you go, guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Post your comments below. Check out the Walking Dead community page on Facebook. We do some good stuff going on there too. All are welcome. Subscribe today to get more videos. You guys are awesome, and thank you for watching.